What's up everyone, welcome back to the channel. It is Tati, your natural nail guru, and this is Halloween month. So what better way is there to start off the Halloween month than with some really fun and very simple Halloween nail art tutorials. So that's what I'm gonna do for you today. I've gotten a couple of really fun designs that we see time and time again. They never go out of style. I'm gonna show you how to do it in a very simple way and a couple of easy touches that you can add to it to make it a little bit more intricate, a little bit more detailed. It's all super simple, it's all super fun, so many different ways that you can get creative with Halloween nail art without having to get too crazy, things that everyone can do and that your clients are absolutely gonna love. Now before we get into the Halloween designs, if you wanna be up to date with all of the most important tips that are gonna help improve the health of your natural nails, get you the longest lasting manicures, all of the best product reviews and the most thorough product reviews, as well as lots of really fun nail art tutorials. You guys know what to do. If you haven't already, make sure that you're subscribed, get those notifications turned on, and share with all of your fellow nail enthusiasts, whether you are a DIY or professional. I promise there's definitely something this channel can help you out with. So let's not waste any more time and get to some of these designs. All right, so here we have a couple of designs that I've already done. Some blood, some ghosts, some spider webs. I'm gonna be breaking all of these down, showing you how easy they really are to do. So we are going to go ahead and start off with good old-fashioned blood drip. Now for a really simple blood drip, I really just need a striper brush and some red polish. I love using Royal Red from Perfect Match because it is like the best blood red. Here I have just a basic nude. This one is French Vanilla from Perfect Match. I like using the skin tones because my clients love making it look like it's their actual skin that's bleeding. So you can use any kind of base whatsoever. I've already pre-polished this base. What I'm going to do, this is cured, but because I'm going to be drawing stuff on it, we're shaking. Because I'm going to be drawing stuff on it, I like wiping off the inhibition layer so that way when I start doing the red, it doesn't bleed out into that sticky layer. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to get my striper brush. Hold on, let me clean it. Don't judge me on my striper brush. It still gets the job done. So grab a little red polish on the striper brush and we're going to go and just make a dot and then bring it up. And you kind of want to have it go skinny on the way up. You don't want to push down and make it like a really thick fat line the whole way. So we're going to make a little dot and then we're going to push it up. Let's make a little dot up here, push it up. And let's do one right here. Yeah, let's push that up. See, look how simple that was. Now we're going to go around the edges and we're going to start connecting. At first, I'm just going to do a little line just to get the line on there. And then I'm going to go through and kind of round out the edges up here so it doesn't look so straight because we want it to look like it's coming from that line that we just made. Look at that, super cute. We can get a little dot right there. Super, super nice. Let's go ahead and cure that. Now we have it cured. And when you're doing this, you want to make sure that you're not leaving too big of a bump because then it's going to make it really uneven on the top, which is still an easy fix. But right here, I'm just going to take a look. If you needed to do a second coat to make it any darker, you can go ahead and do that. But I'm just going to go ahead and put a top coat. And voila, let's get that cured. And here we have it, an awesome blood drip manicure. If you have any kind of lumps from the dots that you made in making the blood drip, you can go ahead and just apply another coat, or when you apply the coat, just kind of level it off a little bit. Super, super simple. Now I'm going to show you how we can twist this up, make it look a little bit more realistic, make it look a little bit more intricate, without really having to do much too different. Now on this one, I'm gonna do a black and white striped nail. First thing, regardless of the base that you're using, whether you want to use a skin tone or white or any other color, to do the three-dimensional realistic look, I mat out that base first. So in this case, we're doing black and white stripes. I matted it out completely. There's no inhibition layer. And I'm gonna go in and do my blood drips with a really nice neon green. This is definitely Beetlejuice vibes. Now for this one, I want the blood drips to be kind of dimensional, so I'm definitely going to apply a much thicker dollop of the polish because I want it to be raised. So let's get a nice big gulp of polish there. Let's put that dot, drag it up. Nice big dot right here. A little bit more, and drag it up. Dot right there. Now let's make that line all the way on the top, just like the last one. We want to connect them smoothly, so let's just round out the top of that connection so it's not so straight. Oh, that looks cool. Okay, that's perfect. I don't need to mess with it more. Let's get that cured. All right, now this is cured. On this one, same thing. If you want to make a second coat so that you can darken up any of the green, or if you want to make it a little bit more lumpier, maybe the first lump wasn't big enough, then just go ahead and go in for a second. I'm definitely going in for a second. Not only do I want the green to stand out a lot, but I really want this to be bumpy, dimensional. Okay, now we have this cured. Now here, what we're gonna do is with the same striper brush, I'm gonna go over it with some clear polish only on the green. You don't necessarily have to. You can wipe off the inhibition layer and leave it like that, but I definitely wanna protect the polish and I want that blood drip to really be glossy. So I'm just getting over here some regular clear and I'm gonna do my best to get it just over the green. All right, I think that's good. Let's go for one more cure. And there we go. A beautiful three-dimensional blood drip manicure. Oh yeah, Beetlejuice vibes. Here's a really simple, and I actually did a three-dimensional here, keeping it with the peach. Look how cool that looks, and you saw how incredibly simple that was. I mean, the creativity, there's really no limit, just wherever your mind takes it. You could do neon colors, you could do traditional blood drippy, gory, you can make it whimsical. Amazing. All right, let's work on the next design. Next up, we're gonna be doing some spider webs. So I have black base already polished on here. I'm going to wipe off that inhibition layer because I want a nice dry surface. A lot of people will do a matte coat to do any art. You can totally do that, but for the sake of wasting product, just wipe off the inhibition layer and it's gonna help you get the same control with your art. So we have black base. Let's do a really basic standard spider web. So pick wherever you want to start from. Let's just start from this corner. And we're gonna do, let's do 3 lines. Oops, I messed up there. All right, no problem, we fixed it. So we're gonna do those 3 lines. Now with the spider web, what you wanna do is create curved lines, kind of like a sad face. And you connect them. Look how simple that spider web was. Super simple. Make lines coming from a center point, little sad faces connecting all of those. Let's get that cured. So we have it cured at this point. If you wanted to go over any of the lines with some more white to make it a little bit darker, or to fix anything, go for it, but I'm gonna leave this one as is. Let's go ahead and get that top coat on there. Super cute. Let's get that cured. And there we have it, a super simple spider web. Now I'm gonna show you how to make this spider web a little more spooky. Let's do it. We're gonna do this base because it's just the color that it happens to be. You can make your base any color as always. Now for this one, I'm gonna use some black. And actually I'm gonna do this spider web on the tip of the nail, so that way I can even show you how easy it is to do this as like a French tip spider web, which might actually be the design that I do for Halloween this year. I don't know, we'll see. So we're gonna start from the tip of the nail. I'll do it like if I'm working on a client. So from the tip of the nail, make that first initial line. And these, you definitely want it to be a little bit thinner, okay? We're going for a more spooky look. Now, when I'm doing these lines, I actually want some of these lines to be very close together and some a little bit further apart. Make it uneven. That is the name of this game. Now, on the lines that we're gonna make, I also want these to be very, very uneven. We can go back and touch up any of the lines. So I am going to make them super uneven, separated from each other. Look at the change of that spider web versus this one. Just putting the lines a little closer together, further apart. Super cool. Let's get that cured. All right, now I'm definitely gonna go over with a second coat. Let's get that cured. So there we go with our more spooky spider web. Look what a difference it makes in the look of the spider web just by making those lines a little closer, a little farther apart, not making it so symmetrical. But we're not done yet. I'm gonna show you how to really level this up. So what we're gonna do is I have here some OBI chrome top coat. I really like using this top coat. It gets all the chrome powder sticking on it really, really good. I don't have to worry about whether or not the color stickiness is gonna make it work right. Now I'm gonna be really careful just to go over the black. You definitely wanna make sure that you don't saturate the striper brush too much because you want this to stay as tight as possible. You don't want those lines to bleed out because we are gonna be putting chrome powder on this. All right, so now that I went over all my black with my chrome top coat, I'm gonna cure that. Okay, so we have it cured. I'm using just some good old-fashioned silver chrome powder. Let's go ahead and chrome this up. Make sure we got plenty in there. Dust off the excess. And voila, look at that. We got a chromed out spider web. You can do the same thing with foils. Let me just top coat this real quick. Super cool, let's cure that. Now you can do that same thing with foil. Instead of doing the chrome top clear coat, I would use my foil stick clear coat. Trace the lines, tap on the foil on there, and essentially you get the same effect. So there you go, a chromed out spider web. We went over a nice simple spider web. I got a couple other ones here. This one we did the spooky spider web towards the tip, kind of like a French tip. And I also have this white and silver chrome powder spider web. You could do this with any multitude of color. Really, really nice. Spider webs are everything Halloween. Throw a little spider on there, why not? All right, let's move on to our next design. So for this next design, I'm gonna show you some ghosts. We're gonna do a really cute, fun, cute ghost, and then we're gonna make them a little spookier. And then we'll show you how to do another kind of ghost, but we'll save that for now. So let's start off with a black polished nail. I already have this cured. I am wiping off my inhibition layer because I don't want my little ghosts going anywhere. So let's start off with some cute ghosts. Cute ghosts are super simple. Let's get some white polish. Let's start off here. We can make them with like a little tail. Get some little hands in there. Look how cute that already looks. Adorable. A little more white right here. Let's do another one right here. And this one, let's not make him with a tail. Let's make him look like he's got a sheet on. Look how simple that was. Super cute, super, super fun. Let's get that cured. So here we have our adorable cured ghost. I am going to wipe this off because the white polish has the inhibition layer, which makes it a little runny, because I want to do some cute little eyes now and a little mouth. So I'm gonna get a smaller and finer striper brush. And I'm just gonna put some cute little eyes there. Why not? Let's go for it. Oh, hold on. Let's make a little mouth. Oh. So 2 dots for the eyes. And then the mouth, I'm gonna make a dot and then I'm gonna drag it down. Look at that. Super cute. And there we have a super cute and spooky ghost. Let's put a top coat on these little guys. Get that cured. All right, so for this one, I'm just mixing in some white with clear because I don't want them to be too white. We want them to look kind of like translucent. So let's just start. We want it spooky, so let's not make it so perfect. I kind of like leaving these little like tails in the back, I guess you could say. Let's do another one here. All right, doesn't look like much, but wait and see. Let's cure this. All right, now this one, I'm gonna add a little more white, but not to all of it. I do want it a little more of the clear white that we made. I want some parts to be a little more white than others. Just, you know, the shading makes it look cooler. Okay, I think that's it. Let's do that. Okay, now to make them extra spooky, it's all about the eyes. Let me wipe off a little bit so it's not runny. Remember, I only wipe off the sticky stuff because when I place a dot, I don't want it to be running and blending in with stuff. So what I'm gonna do for these eyes is we wanna make them a little bit not so round, right? Because they're scary ghost. So I will start off with like, kind of like an angle, like a little line that's going up. Do the mouth, and then we're gonna do the same over here. Let's make like a little, kind of like a diagonal line. spooky. Let's get that cured. There we have it. So here we have the finished Scary Ghost. I want to do a matte top coat on this one, so let's put a little bit of matte. Beautiful. Let's get that cured. And here we have the finished Spooky Ghosts. These are the ones that I did earlier. Made them a little bit more white. But look at that. Super simple spooky ghost, or we can keep them. Super cute, little fun-loving ghost. Both super simple. Now, I can't show you how to do ghosts and not show you how to do ghost face. Trust me, it's super simple. So I am gonna start off with an all white polish base. As always, we are going to wipe that off. I do all white because it's just easier for me to polish the black around it. What we want to do is make the shape of the face first, right? So we're going to essentially do their black cloak. Let's do the top because we know it's kind of like a round head, right? But it's also a long head, so we don't want to make it too round. And then the chin, we'll make it down here. So essentially what you want to do is kind of, you know, make like a long oval, right? I guess you could say. We want to make kind of like the cheekbones and then bring it in. You do not need to be perfect with this. You can fix a little bit of it later if you need to. We want the cheekbones to kind of be along the same angle. There we go. All right, that's looking pretty good right now. Kind of go in here a little bit. Make it look like the cloak is a little bit over his head. All right, see, not perfect, doesn't need to be perfect. Now what we want to do is we want to make their mouth. I'm going to do their mouth first just to make sure that their eyes are proportioned properly, but we want to do the mouth. The mouth is going to be nice and open. We've got a little nose going on there. Let's do a little nose. Now the eyes droop to the sides, so we're going to make kind of like what we did with the mouth. We're going to do a little swoopy eye. This will make it a little bit thicker. Oh my goodness. All right, this is good. Let's cure it. Now for this next part of ghost face, we need to make a little bit of shadowing. So I don't know what clear that is, but we're going to use a little bit of that clear, throw a little bit of black in there. We need this to be super light, so you really don't need that much black. And here I'm just going to carefully go over the shadow area. So like his eye socket or like his brow. I'll go over that. Let's make a little bit over there. Let's do a little bit in the mouth. Maybe a little bit around the nose. Under the eye. I think that's good. You really don't need to do anything fancy here. Just a little bit. Give a little dimension. All right, let's clear that. So here we have our ghost face. I am going to put a matte top coat over this one. All right, let's cure that. So here we have our ghost face. It is cured with matte, but remember the technique that we did with the blood. I'm going to be doing the same thing because I want a little bit of blood coming down ghost face's face. So with my very fine striper brush, this is cured matte top coat. I'm going to go and just start adding some blood dripping. There's no right or wrong way to do this. a little spot right there. Do a little spot right there. Making just like little fat points at the end of the blood drip, so it doesn't look so much like veins. I think that's enough blood. Yeah, let's cure that. Let's touch up the red with a little bit of clear coat just to make sure that it stays nice and shiny. Boom, let's cure that one more time. And voila, we have a ghost face with bloody drips all over it. Now, I did this super quick and sloppy and simple just to show you that the finished product still looks pretty freaking badass on such a tiny canvas. You do not need to be an artist. You do not need to overcomplicate anything. Very fun, very easy Halloween designs. The blood drip, oh man, this one was fun. I love that. Look how cool that all looks. Now, I want to show you one more thing. I actually didn't have this on my mind to show you, but it's super quick and easy. I'm going to show you how to do the fog effect on nails. If you want to put fog on top of anything, or if you just want to have fog creeping through the nails for someone who doesn't want such a literal Halloween design. I'm going to show you really quickly how to do that. So what we're going to do is we're going to take some clear polish. I'm going to just do it over this existing nail. Oops. We're going to take a little bit of clear polish. I'm going to get some white. I'm actually going to use the white that I mixed in with a little bit of clear for the scary ghost. And I'm just going to put some little swooshes in there. Now, the clear coat was uncured when I did these little swooshes. And the reason I want that is because now I'm going to go through and I'm going to blend that white into the clear. And this is how we get that creeping fog effect. The more you blend it, the more it's going to look like fog. Look how cool that looks. It is super subtle. You can put some spooky eyes in the background, do a little haunted house, but you throw that little fog effect on any design and it's really going to elevate the spookiness for sure. Cute. I'll make sure to throw in some pictures at the end of some really fun Halloween designs that we've done with blood drips and fog, and hopefully gives you guys some ideas on how to incorporate this in a manicure. Really fun stuff. I hope everyone enjoyed it. Let's get a last little look at some of this fun Halloween nail artness. Look how cool. Awesome. I hope you enjoyed it. So that is a wrap for today's Halloween nail art tutorial. I hope that everyone enjoyed those really fun, easy ways to incorporate some Halloween designs into your nail art. They are not complicated at all. And even the more upgraded versions of them, you saw they're super simple. Anyone can do it. So if you have any questions on anything that I showed you today, please make sure to comment down below. Comment what you thought about the tutorial. If you're trying it out, if you've done any designs with what you learned today, I'd love to see it. You can tag me on IG at ohmygel. Other than that, thank you so much everyone for tuning in. I hope everyone has a lovely and a spooky Halloween month. I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye.